Welcome everyone, it's Enrico Janko. I'm the Signal. We're powered by the Mighty Team Alliance. And I actually was talking for, I'd say maybe half an hour and was not recording a word. All right? Said a whole bunch about what we was doing on BET Online and how we was using the site and why we like it. And I forgot to press record. Amazing. Simply amazing. But to recap, I guess, I don't even think there's any way to recap, because we spoke about a couple of different things. The last thing I spoke about was, I was looking at this line right here, this blue line. You see this blue line that says stop 2. I'm looking at this line. I don't even write stop 2 on the lines anymore. So if I put this here, this line was made over a year ago, about. Right? So this line right here was made over a year ago, probably. And it still holds its significance. And look, the box line lines up right on it. Look how the market reacts to that line. Over a year later, it still reacts to that line. Right? And this is because in the whole market, buyers and sellers, with all of their different strategies and everything they have, it all pointed to this price level. Everyone's strategy pointed to that. Even the big institutions, the bots, all of them, the banks, all their strategies and everything pointed to that. That's called a confluence of events. That means everyone, the pivot, the people that look at pivots, people that look at harmonic trading, everything, you know, the majority of these strategies, they all pointed to that number. Everyone is stuck there now because a decision has to be made around there. Right? We talked about that. We talked about how we can use these OneTouch binary options. I'm using the turbo variation, and you just have to be above or below the number, the indicative. Whatever the indicative is, you're saying you're going to be above it or below it, right? And that is difficult because you are trying to tell the future. And that's why it's 176%. Right? Because you're trying to tell the future. That being said, most people doing this are going to just gamble. They're going to just gamble, because they don't really know what they're doing. Now, when you have the skill level and you understand the language of the market, how the price behavior moves, now when you come over here, you're at an advantage. Now you have an edge in the market, right? And you can use this. Because this is only 1 minute expiry, and you can't tell the future, and whatever price that you get in at is where your strike, like that's the price that you have to be above or below, wherever you get in at. So sometimes you're just going to be wrong because it's only 1 minute and it's random activity, right? Just random activity. So sometimes you're going to be wrong. But since this is a gambling site with the playouts and the risk reward greater than usual, greater than it normally would be, you can use that as an advantage, because now you can make a mistake or be wrong, and then you can back it right, the bet back up, go right back in the direction that you want. All right, because you're reading the market. Eventually, because you have the skill, you're going to be at a profit. And then once you're at your profit for the day, once you're net profitable, then you can just stop. The gamblers won't do that, right? No, the gamblers won't do that. You can see on this one right here, I took, let me see, I had $22. I took 10 trades and I profited $5.74. Nothing. Of course, that's no money at all. But that's the beginning right here. We just started looking at the platform. We're not even sure if this is just random behavior we're looking at yet, right? But what happens once we get consistent? What happens once we can be consistent net winning every single day, right? Now, this $5 a day becomes 10. That 10 eventually becomes 20, eventually becomes 100, 100 eventually becomes 1,000. All starting with what? $2, $4, and some skill. Not putting a bunch of money in the account, but slowly growing the account because you have the skill level and you have the discipline to do so. Right? There's nowhere else that this is possible. This is probably almost not possible. I know this is, I think this is just like crazy to be able to sit down in the market, right? Sketch out what you want to do with a real plan of action. Because every day I come on here and I give you a real plan of action so you know how to progress, right? You know how to go forward. That's what I give you, a way to go forward. So you're looking at the market, you know how to go forward, and now you have a site to actually test your ideas, to become comfortable with them. Because once you become comfortable with them, you become confident with them. Once you have confidence in the market, then you can proceed and make money, large amounts of money in the market, not just small amounts. But this particular type of site is helpful because no one likes to be in the demo account. Everyone wants to win real money. So why not win real money starting from small amounts, $2, $4, stuff like that, instead of having to risk maybe $100, $200, $300, $400 to learn, right? That's a hard lesson. These are easier lessons, but they have a reward attached to them. So they're very helpful. It's very helpful and it's instructional. I kind of like the way this is set up to be able to do that. It works hand in hand with teaching, I believe, because I could go here and show you, like, look, you see how this line right here is a clear, demarcation. It's a line in the sand. You can tell it. It's a line in the sand. And then if we see something, we could actually just test the idea and see what the market does with, with just $2 in the real live market, just see what it does, right? It's not always going to work because this site right here with these types of payouts and everything, it's not designed to always be working for you. It's not designed like that. I'm gonna tell you that. That's why the payout is so high. You got to get in and get out. The great thing about it is that since you're only in there for 1 minute, your risk in the market is such a short period of time, right? And we always want to make money with the lowest risk period possible, all right? Now, for the average person trying to figure this out, you're going to lose, right? You're going to think you know. The great thing about it, even if you're the average person and you don't know, you can kind of back up your bets in a what do they call that? Monte Carlo fashion. You could just back your bets up like that. Like, that's not a good way to actually go about it, but you can do it, and you can end up being a net winner, and that's when you should just quit. But most people won't, though. So that talk goes on deaf ears. But if you're a trader, you're going to find profitable opportunities, and you're going to go in here and you're going to exploit the hell out of them. You're going to go in here and you're going to exploit those opportunities because they are there, right? And you don't have to do much. Just get a little bit all the time. Just keep doing that. At 176%, it can't not but add up when it works. It can't not but add up over and over again. Man, there's some good stuff here. If you've been actually following this whole little series with the price action, you're seeing just what this shaded box can do for us. You're seeing how it can divide the market into zones, so we can see who the dominant buyers are and the dominant sellers are, because that's all we really care about. Who are the dominant players are in the market, and where they are the most dominant. Where are they showing that they are dominant? Because that's where we need to be in the market. Right now, the market's just, run by just bots. So we just got to find the dominant robot in the market and hop on his back, and we'll win a trade, right? That's the part of our edge in the market, is that we don't have to be sticking around all day to make any money. We don't have to keep our money in the market all day. All we got to do is find an opportunity that's greater than 50% and execute, right? And just execute. That's all we got to do. Our job is simple, but the hard part comes in because we become too anxious. We want to do too much, right? Part of this you want to do is just become a net winner. And the way to become a net winner is to learn the skill. That way you take less trades, right? You'll take less trades. So maybe it'll take me 3 trades just to be net profitable. Maybe I hit it right out the gate, bang, right? But maybe I don't. Maybe it takes me 3 trades to become net profitable. But then when I am net profitable, I could just quit, right? Today, since we're in our teaching mode, we're taking 10 trades or whatever. But as we get down, more serious and more surgical in our operations, we're taking less trades. We're going to take less trades, right? We're going to take less trades. Let's just see this one, if we can catch this real quick. I don't really know. If I take this second look, I took a second look. Every time you do that, it slows you down. Every time you take a second look. But this is how they kind of set up, right? You go in, and then if you go right here to the open trades part, it'll tell you whether you're winning or losing right now by the green right here. And then the little chart. I didn't even notice that chart right there, that we even had that on there. And then you can notice it right there, and we won that. See that? So then we go to close trades. Let's press apply, and our profit 304. Then you look at USD 26. That's the volume we did today, and we made $8.78 with a total of 11 trades. All right. So that's kind of how we work that, right? Let's see, why did we go into that particular trade though? What was going on in the market? Well, right here we see this line of demarcation in the market, and then we saw a strong move down from the bears, but it happened after the market did this little fake move out, right, and came all the way back to our line, the one that should have stopped to, same as this yellow line really, but it came all the way back and then it extended out, right? That's the trade we were looking for all the time, right? And then we came into the market somewhere in between one of these right here, I believe it was this one right here, and we took that trade, right? We took that trade, and we had to take it right one tick below this power line. We had to take it right there, because any other time we took it, we would have lost, right? So we took that right there. Perfect timing, right? And you get that perfect timing just by watching this. Now we watch this area, right? If this shows enough strength at some point, we could jump in that for 1 minute, or even 15 seconds. I do 1 minute. You can do 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, right? That's why I like this, because you can sketch out little ideas. You see, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, all that. Let me see. Make sure that I don't even know if we stayed in a minute in that last one there. Let me see. Expiry rate doesn't say my time. Well, I don't even know. But like I said, 10 sec. I mean, what is it? You get in there 30 seconds. Oh, okay. Now the 30 seconds is the lowest. I think before it had 15 seconds. So this must change also. I know I wasn't going crazy. See, sometimes some of these variations are not there. I don't know if it depends on how the market is moving or what's going on behind the scenes. But sometimes not all the variations are there, like all the game variations. And the expiries, I guess, change also, because I'm pretty sure I did a 15-second expiry today. I thought it was 15, 30, 45 in minutes. But, okay, that's good to know. Like I said, we'll learn more as we go further, because I'm kind of new to this particular site also. But I like to use what I have, the skills that I have, to exploit different sites and different platforms. See, and that's the best thing about trading, is that you can, once you know the price action, you know the language, you can attack many different platforms. And different platforms have different ratios of risk reward, and they pay you differently, right? And you can exploit that. Some platforms you might just feel more comfortable trading with. Some platforms might have a way of trading that you just naturally fits you more. So those are all important and very important parts of it that you have to think about with your trading. What's comfortable and what you feel confident in doing, right? Comfortable and confidence go hand in hand in making big trades, big shots, right? You got to think Michael Jordan, LeBron, James, all of them, they got to be comfortable and confident. I'm pretty sure they don't go play. They don't want to play, when their shoes don't fit, right? So just all the types of things we look for, right? Let me actually just download this particular video. Hopefully this was some value to you. I want you to go hit the link in here and get on the $2 trades and follow me with this, and you're going to be profitable, right? This is going to be profitable. If you want to do the Nadex trades also with me with the 1-a-days and watch my signals for the 1-a-days, you can join that also. You'll be profitable. It's all about being profitable, like kind of quickly. Because this is something that usually you cannot. You cannot be profitable quickly with this usually. People that say they are usually lying. Most of the time, the people that talk about this are usually not the ones that make any type of money or know what they're actually doing. That's how a lot of this false information of how to trade even gets propagated, because a lot of the people that teach you how to even do this don't know how to do this. They just talk, and then go to work the next day. So they, or the next mornings, and so they don't know this as much as they think they might possibly know it, right? And that's not to take anything away from anyone, because their body of knowledge is their body of knowledge, and it is worth something. It is worth something. I don't know if it is worth money in the market, though. I'm not sure about that, though. But those are things for you to actually assess, right? Anyway, make sure you get on the $2 trades. Like the videos, comment, question, you got anything, let me know. I do answer the comments and all that. So let me know. All right, Senrico Janko, I am the signal. And what? We're powered by the mighty, mighty Team Alliance.